Hello everyone! Time for another edition of Charlie Plays Along Dark. So where we left off, we were stuck in the radio shack because of a blizzard that blew in from outside. So we'll see if the weather has improved at all as we continue to try to affect our survival. The nice thing is we at least have a gun. Now it's just a case of getting back to somewhere where we can really start making an impact on our survival, mainly that farmhouse. Okay, sandbox, resume. So, we're in the radio, wrong button. We're in the radio control hut. Let's blog about our day. Saw a radio tower in the distance. Set off to investigate. The control hut at its base was packed with useful supplies, including winter coat and a gun. We now have a way to defend ourselves against the wildlife. Unfortunately, an animal was prowling around the hut, so we decided to stay for the night. So I decided to spend the night, which allowed a storm to blow in. Done and done. Okay, so first things first, we're going to continue to try to avoid starving to death. I know this game isn't Don't Starve, but starving's not fun. Now there's an indeterminate amount of darkness left. We do have food if we get stuck in here. The hard part's going to be getting enough water if we're stuck in here. One last pass to make sure I didn't forget anything. There's even a chair we can break down if need be. Let's see how bad this weather really is. Wow, the answer to that question is really freaking bad. So, discretion, valor, etc. 2 hours? Oh, that sounds good. Let me out. Okay, so hopefully we'll have a full day of adventuring with nothing that can kill us. Light snow, we can deal with light snow. And hopefully that'll give us enough calories to get back down. Now see, the downside of the gun is the gun, unlike the bow and arrow, weighs a ton. Like, not an actual ton, 8 kilograms, but... or is it 6? The gun weighs a total of... okay, 4 kilos. Huh, I remember it being heavier. But that is still over a tenth of our total carrying capacity. So when a single item is a tenth of your carrying capacity, it means you're limiting your options a lot by carrying a gun. Now, of course, you're expanding your options a lot, because if you come across hostile wildlife or edible wildlife, you now have a way of harvesting it, but it's still not the best situation. And again, I don't want to come back up here, and it takes 3 of these to make a band-aid. So while I can, I'll grab them. So now I should have enough for 2 more bandages. I will just keep a close eye out for small black moving things as we slowly creep back down this hill. Ah, there's 2 small black moving things over there. Hopefully they took no heed of us. Slowly freezing to death, we will risk it and wait till we get back to complete safety before bothering to stop for lunch. Wait, here's a good question. Have I found an axe yet? Crud, I don't have an axe. Okay, that changes things a bit. I thought I'd picked up an axe already. Okay, so we're in an interesting situation. We have a gun and a knife, but we don't have an axe. Why is this bad? Well, I can harvest branches, which lose you more energy than you gain from the wood. But we don't have any way to cut down trees. Like, I'll take a knife over having nothing. I'll take a hunting knife over having a gun, but being able to chop down firewood? Oh, I would love to be able to reliably do that. So now that we have a gun, we're going to chance the road, because the road is quicker and easier to walk on than staying in these mountain passes. Well, it's not really a mountain pass, but staying up in these mountains. I'm actually very tempted right now to light a quick fire. Work on our fire starting skill. So we're going to light it with sticks and cattails. Because I want a hot can of peaches and some water. Plus we're getting very, very cold, so we need something to warm up. And a fire in the lee side of a stone should be crud. If at first you don't succeed. Oh, we can try with, oh, it's not sunny enough. Let's try it with wood matches. Gives an extra bonus to lighting it. See, that's why I meant we're already freezing. An hour beside the fire cooking should warm us up quite nicely. There, this time I think it caught. So what we've got to keep a close eye on is that little shield icon. Because that shield icon is what means that we're protected from the wind. As long as we're protected from the wind, we can keep... Yes, use my precious hunting knife. As long as we're protected from the wind, we can keep warming up. Now, the distressing thing is, our cold condition is not going away despite being in a fire. Because it still feels like -4. Okay, we're going to eat our hot open pinnacle peaches, which now gives us a bonus of warmth. The campfire is 8 degrees. Oh, jeez. So... Oh, it's because the air temperature went down. What's that down there? I thought I saw what looked like a wolf. There's something running towards us. Stay right next to this campfire. So we are warming up slowly. It's just very, very slowly. So I should have taken a closer watch on that. Because, are there any sticks nearby I can harvest? So I don't know what's down here, and that's worrying me. Stay on our nice warm fire. So if we melt a liter of water, that should take 20 minutes. And then hopefully, since we're in nice 14-degree heat here, it'll warm us up enough that we can go back to adventuring. Oh wow, that's barely doing anything. Oh, and you see the shield icon is gone, and our fire is about to go out, and there's nothing we can do about it. Okay, moving on. We have to move on. Although I was kind of blasé earlier, I don't know what I saw moving. So we gotta keep a very close eye to make sure that it was just a rabbit, not a wolf. So the nice thing is we got a ton of ammunition. But that doesn't mean that we want to spend it if we're going to freeze to death before we can harvest anything. That's the other reason why we want to hatch it. Because you see we piled a whole bunch of wood. Good, that's a deer up ahead. We piled a whole bunch of wood onto that fire in an effort to try to get warm, and we're still wound up freezing. That's a wolf. Ah, crud. We need to get back indoors. We're going to risk going around behind the wolf. So we're currently freezing. And without all of our cedar and good ways of getting heat are currently in the farmhouse. So we need to get to the farmhouse first. First order of business is to loop around back to the farmhouse. The problem is we're nowhere near as warm as I expected us to be from sitting next to that fire for an hour. And as you can see, we are completely surrounded by wolves. There's a wolf there, a bear, another wolf. Crud. We are in severe trouble. Okay. Well then. Oh, we need to get out of the wind first off, so we'll try going to the end of this road, and hopefully we'll be able to find a car. Just something to get out of the wind. And failing that, we'll have to turn tail and head back to Signal Hill. Because we are wearing our warmest clothing, right? Check. But this weather is just brutal. Feels like minus 18. Because, well, if this car doesn't do anything, then our only final option will be to either run back to Signal Hill or take our chances with the wolves. The long curve. So this will be easy enough to ascertain. Oh, there's a corpse over there. Hopefully we don't join. It feels like -4. We get a 3-degree warmth bonus, so if we sleep in here, we die. That simple.
This stuff will come in handy.
Sweet, basic gloves. Are those warmer than our mitts? Nope. Okay, nothing there, nothing there. Same deal in the back seat. Really, right now, all we need is... That's enough to keep us alive. Back inside. Wear a scarf. That is not enough to keep us alive. Shoot. Feels like -3. Bedroll. Nope. We still freeze to death. Shoot. What happens if we turn our lantern on? So we need to warm up really, really badly. Okay, let this go for a moment. Still feels like -3. Okay, we'll investigate this corpse. And then hopefully avoid becoming one. Because the unfortunate thing was, we'd be okay in the car, but only if we were able to get another degree. We were literally 2 degrees of warmth shy. We found 1 degree worth of clothing. So we're so close yet so far. Rose hips, more rose hips. Now I can see the ravens, and there's a corpse. So cross your fingers that... Nope. Oh yes, toque. Thank you, frozen Canadian sir. You have increased our chances of surviving slightly. So at this point, I will take what I can get. Including all these crow feathers from the crows that were very disrespectfully eating your corpse. Take a quick look up here just in case there's some firewood we can harvest. So we are in the danger zone right now. We are definitely in the danger zone. We need to warm up fast. And there is no firewood to be had. So we'll parkour our way down. Go for a brisk jog. And see if this car is any better. Feels like -2. Let's slam a soda. Feels like -3 again. Nope, we don't get enough of a warmth bonus. We'll freeze to death. So, very, very close. And our condition's still dropping. What can we do? There's absolutely nothing we can do. We have to get to the farmhouse, basically. Because although our clothing is good, this wind is a killer. And we have to get indoors. we're going to walk our way up into the hills here. And just try to skirt around that wolf. Whoa, those came out of nowhere. The problem is we're very, very close to getting hypothermic here. Because even with the gun, I don't want to fight wolves if I don't have to. Because we are... Aye, that's not good. Walk it off.
It's a bit, but I'll make it.
Walk it off. Because we're on the verge of getting hypothermia. We're not going to be able to run because we have broken stuff. And we're about 5 minutes will be hypothermic.
I'm gonna need some first aid soon.
Yep. I 100% agree with that assessment. All we have to do is stay up in here and hope all the scary animals run away. There's salvation. I don't see any scary animals. Okay, there's a wolf plays on the other side of the fence. It's too far away to see me.
Ow!
There's another wolf between us and the farmhouse. Or is that the bear? That might be the bear. No, that's not good. Wolf, wolf. Bear. And we're hypothermic. This really, really sucks. Like, really, really sucks. Because we have to get there without him seeing us.
Too cold to think.
And we're hypothermic, so we're committed. We can't go back. I think this is a case where we need drugs. Because we gotta get the heck out of this weather. So I'll sprint until my status bar is down to half. Bear can't see us because we're hiding down in here. If the bear attacks us, we're basically dead. And I'm just going to sprint straight for the front door and hope for the best. I'm not even going to look at the bear. I'm just going to really, really hope the bear doesn't see us. Okay. Now I may be wondering why I didn't shoot the bear when I said this would be the perfect chance to shoot the bear. Well, that's because when I said this would be the perfect chance to shoot the bear, I was at 100% condition, having just left the house. That is no longer the case. This chair requires hatchet? Come on. No fair. I can still break down the crate. Okay, we're warming up. That's good. So we're going to break down this crate we don't need to get some reclaimed wood. We'll leave the fur firewood where it is. Requires hatchet. Requires hatchet. Requires hatchet. Everything in here requires a hatchet to break down. Because, yeah, we are not doing so swell at the moment. So the downside of hypothermia is that we're kind of stuck inside now for a while. There's not much we can do with hypothermia. Because the only cure for it is staying inside for a full 12 hours. Well, not necessarily staying inside, staying above 0 for 12 hours.
Oh, I could just lay down and have a little sleep right here.
Okay. So we're going to put those 2 pieces of scrap lumber I found. Or do we want to warm up faster? Because ideally I want to have more water before I take a snooze. But first, let's go back to our cabinet. Our handy dandy storage locker. And what do we need versus what we don't need? We need all of that stuff. We no longer need the basic hat. Those are going to be harvested for cloth. Those can stay in there as replacements. Food, we're keeping it all. Keep the good pry bar until we bust the old one. Materials. We want to keep all of our rose hips because we'll make some rose hip tea. And now we have enough lichen for 2 more. 4, 5, 6. So now we have enough lichen for 2 more bandages, which is going to be good. Okay, so it might not be in great shape, and I really want to destroy this chair because I keep getting hung up on it. But we're not in terrible shape either. It's definitely a situation of could be better, but could be a heck of a lot worse. Oh, and that flare, we won't need the flare. How I wish I had a hatchet. Oh. Why on earth am I keeping that? Flare shell. Doesn't weigh a lot, but every little bit counts, right? Okay, drink a cup of coffee. Temporarily fix some of that. Let us get a fire started. So we want to make some rosehip tea and boil some more water. Then go upstairs, repair all of our clothing, sleep for the night, and by tomorrow morning should have our hypothermia cured, and we can go back to being a stalwart survivor. Add fuel. Add fuel. Let's melt 2 liters of snow first. Boil 2 liters of water. Oh, storm blew in outside. It's a good thing we decided to come back to the farmhouse. There we go. So we're going to cook our we're going to replace our coffee that we just drank. Now we're going to cook our rose hips. Add another stick on the fire just in case. We should have just enough rose hips for 2 cups of rose hip tea. Wow. These have all been hopelessly mixed up. That is because I ran out of rose hips, but they kept it as an option. Okay. Do I want to add sticks? So there we go, we now have another torch. Good use of sticks. Turn sticks into torches. Okay, first aid. We only need 1 cup of rosehip tea on our person.
Things are starting to look pretty grim.
Ah, you're fine. Quit complaining. That's all going upstairs with us. That's all going upstairs with us. That can go into the storage container. And our remaining rosehips can go in there as well. Stairs, please. To the master bedroom. You're fine. Everything is fine. Let's, okay. Next order of business. Gonna harvest this and get some cloth. Just keep a close eye on our condition here as the hypothermia continues to set in. Repair our nice lovely scarf. Try again to repair our scarf. Failure is always an option, even when you really, really wish it wasn't. Okay, all of our clothing that's keeping us alive is now above 50%. We are nice and toasty. Like, we're slowly dying, but aside from the fact that we're hypothermic and slowly dying, we're nice and toasty. We're gonna need to sharpen this. Because the last thing I want to do is wander around in the bush with dull tools. Can you picture it though? You're sitting on the edge of the bed. You're so cold, you're hypothermic, so you're shivering uncontrollably, and now you're really worried because the shivering has stopped. And you're just sitting at the edge of your bed, repairing your clothing, sharpening your knives, and then just getting ready to eat something and check out for the day. I'm almost tempted to give myself a present by having the salty crackers. But I don't think we're quite there yet. So granola bar is half rotten. Now we're gonna have some Summit
Surrounded by
soda.
snow and nothing to drink.
Really? Oh. I guess we are kind of thirsty. Okay. So, we're in really bad shape because hypothermia sucks. But I think other than that, we're doing okay. We got food. We got medical supplies. Our clothing is looking pretty good. Should probably repair one more thing. Let's try to repair these pants. We're now out of cloth. But our clothes are good. We have some food in our belly. So let's take a quick nap. And see what the morrow brings. Da-da-da-da. Morrow brings starvation. Get up, have a midnight snack of beef jerky, and sleep until the dawn. Okay. So it sounds like the wind's coming up, but we have managed to survive until our 4th day. Weird. I wonder why my journal says it's day 5. Oh. Ah. So it's day 5. Okay, that makes more sense. How much longer do we have to go on the hypothermia? Oh, we have to stay inside for 5 more hours. Bummer. Well, at least we can loot the house. Okay, that'll be enough for today. Thank you very much for watching. Tomorrow, how to avoid freezing to death as you loot a house searching for food. I've been Charlie, thank you for watching me play The Long Dark. And in case it's not obvious at this point, I highly recommend getting it. Have a good night.